Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. Today is December 2nd, 2020. No, I'm not doing vlogmas. I don't have the time to do vlogmas, and I don't really have an exciting life to video every day. I'm just getting on here to show you some hats and some cards that I received. This will probably be, I am in my current home, not my new one. This will probably be the last video filmed here. I'm not actually even sure if I can get back on here before Christmas, but I'll give it a try. I'll show you what I've got done. But before we continue, I might have to pop up and let the dogs back in. They're outside playing in the snow. I did get some cards. Now, before you send cards to me, I want you to understand that I appreciate everyone who thinks of me and sends me something. But I've been having some issues with postal boxes and mail between this house and the new house. Trust me, it's a story in itself. I tell you, I've been just pulling my hair out on this. But I wanted to say, if you wanted to send me something, please don't. Save your money. I don't even know if I'm going to get it. And if I do get it, I have no idea when I'm going to get it. I would rather you take that whatever couple of bucks that you were going to spend on postage and buy yourself a ball of yarn and think of me when you use that yarn. That would be much better. But I did get some cards. Now the first card is from Teresa and Gabby. Teresa has a kitty cat named Gabby. Now Teresa, she signed it, Teresa, love me some yarn. Teresa, do you have a YouTube channel? Because that sounds very, very familiar. If you do, leave the link down below. But this is it's actually my second Christmas card. I'm going to show you my first one in a minute. Yeah, this is my backyard. It's like she drove to my house and took a picture of my backyard here. Thank you, Teresa. That was so thoughtful of you. My first Christmas card that I received is from Barbara. Now, you all know Barbara. She lives on a sailboat and she sends out postcards. So when I saw that this was a Christmas card, I was blown away. I was expecting a postcard. But look how cute that is. Oh my goodness. That is so cute. Thank you, Barbara, for the card. This year I won't be able to display Christmas cards. I don't think. I've just got way too much going on. I'm just trying to get into the new house and just organize it so that we have a place to sleep. And then the third card that I received was a birthday card. It came a little after my birthday, but that's okay. And this is from a Teresa as well. I don't know if she wants me to say her last name. It's a funny card. It's a funny birthday card. It's really funny. Thank you, Teresa. But the best part was what was inside. This is a lapel brooch. Oh my goodness, she made it for me. Isn't that adorable? Like, it's so cute. I probably will not be using it as a brooch. I will put it on my bag where I collect all my pins. And it's so cute. Thank you, Teresa. That was so, so sweet of you. And I appreciate you thinking of me. Okay, now what have I been up to? I'm not sure if I mentioned that all of my big projects, I have a couple of sweaters on the go. I have a couple of blankets on the go. They're all on hold. As a matter of fact, they're all packed away. Yeah, I just don't have the mental capacity for big things. So I wanted to play with hats, and that's all I'm going to show you today. But I wanted, I don't have a lot of yarny time, so it's like an hour or two in the evening when I'm done for the day. But I wanted something quasi-challenging. So I thought I'd play with cables. And what got me into this was this first pattern. I came across this. It's called Brilliant Cables Beanie by apurposeandastitch.com. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's a free pattern on her blog. Okay? So this is made with loops and threads, impeccable, in the color Classic Gray. Now this is made for an itty bitty person. It's going to be going to them. So I'm not sure if that itty bitty person will appreciate it, but I think the parents will. So I can't even model it for you. So here it is. Really cute, right? It's really, really cute. And then, while I was looking for cable patterns, I came across this pattern. And the reason I made it is because it looks an awful lot like this one. Now this one is called the Sister Beanie by Hooked Up Crochet. I bought this pattern on her Etsy page, but I believe that it's free on her blog. And in her blog, she said that there will be a YouTube tutorial, but I haven't been able to find that tutorial. But anyway, it's Hooked Up Crochet, and I will leave a link for that. Okay, so it's this one, and this one was made with Lion Brand Heartland in the color Canyonlands. Is that not cute? Now this one fits me almost. Now I had forgotten that when you do cabling, it has a tendency to pull it in a bit more, so it's a little tighter up here than on the ribbing. But I think it's cute. I love the color. I had fun making it. But you tell me. They look pretty similar, don't they? So I'm not sure what the rules are about patterns, and is it, if you change one stitch, is it a whole new pattern? No idea, but these two look a lot alike. And so in my search for this pattern, I noticed many patterns look exactly like this. And I didn't print them all off, but I did make 3. These are all 3 different patterns. This one is a tutorial. I couldn't find the written pattern, or I didn't purchase it. I believe you can purchase it, but I did not purchase it. And this is from MJ's Off the Hook Designs, Braided Crochet Hat. She has an amazing tutorial for this. And this is using Eco Cozy by Loops and Threads. We'll talk about the yarn in a minute. But I wanted to show you, look at, very similar, right? I think the difference is how many stitches they put in between the cables. I think that's the only difference. But anyway, this one, it's a tiny bit big, but it turned out really good, didn't it? I love this. Now, it feels like it would be warm, but I have not taken it outside yet, so I don't actually know. Now, let's talk about the yarn. Oh, like I said, this is MJ's Off the Hook, and great tutorial. This yarn, I purchased it, and this is from Loops and Threads, Eco Cozy. It's 100% polyester, recycled polyester, made from recycled plastic. Now, when I first touched it, it's very soft, but when I worked it up, it does have a plasticky feel. After I finished working with it, the end product does feel plasticky. So it is a roving, which I love. And I don't know if it's the construction that it's roving that it made it feel like that, or if it's the actual material. So I don't know. I've got a whole bunch left. Actually, this is from the second ball. I used one and a little bit. Cabling does take quite a bit. But, like I said, I'm not sure what the rules are on what it constitutes your own original pattern, but to me, these all look the same. Anyway, I'm happy with all of them. I think they're all, you know, good patterns, and yeah, I had fun making them. So yeah, I'm just not that keen on this yarn. So I will leave the links for all of these if you're interested. Then I wanted to continue with the cabling, and I came across this pattern, and it is a paid-for pattern, and it is Wish Me Chevrons Hat by Victoria Gogolek. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. It is a paid-for pattern. I bought it on Ravelry. And it's also made with Loops and Threads, classic gray, impeccable classic gray. Now I'm gonna ask you, I don't think mine came out looking like that. I'm not sure if I did something wrong, but I'm still happy with the end result. I think it looks good. Just doesn't look like the picture, right? So I'm gonna try this one again. I mean, I paid for the pattern. I paid $5 for it, so I'm definitely gonna use it again. So I'm gonna try it on, but I wanted to talk about this pom-pom. So you all know that pom-poms can be pretty expensive, especially this big size. They can run, you know, anywhere from $5 to $10, and sometimes even more than that per pom-pom. I was in Walmart, and I am getting this Easy Knit Fantastic Faux Fur. Now I think, this was a while ago, I think I paid $5.97 Canadian, which is like $6. but it's a luscious faux fur. And the thing I like about it is it doesn't shed. You know, like how some faux fur sheds? This does not shed. Anyway, it's pretty nice. So what I did was I made a ball. Like, I just made a round. You can't see the stitches when you're working with faux fur. So I just kind of feeled around and then I put a little bit of stuffing in it. So that's what I got. Now the way I look at it is this was $6. I can get 2 pom-poms out of it and an itty bitty piece of stuffing for $6. To me, that's pretty reasonable. Anyway, I just have to figure out a way to, because it does wobble a little bit, I have to figure out a better way of attaching it. But isn't that adorable? Excuse me. Even though it doesn't look like this one, I love it. I still think it looks good. Oh, so snazzy. But yeah, as you can see, the pom-pom does wobble a little bit, so I have to find a better way of securing it. And I'm very, very pleased with the way this came out. Very pleased. And I do tie my pom-poms on the inside so that I can remove it for washing. Anyway, I love this. I'm definitely going to be making it again, and hopefully the next one will turn out like that. And still on the cabling thing, this one's not really quite cabling, but I guess it's a texture. And this is Crochet Braided Beanie pattern by, who's this by? Crochet with Carrie, which is a pretty good blog. I was quite impressed. It's free on the blog, and there's a tutorial. Awesome tutorial, by the way. Sorry, that's not 2 colors. My printer was running out of ink or doing funny things. So another free pattern, free tutorial. I will leave the link. And this is made with, I love this yarn, Stone Wash. And what is the color? Sorry, Oscar wants in. The color is Deep Violet. We're gonna wait, let him bark. And this is what it turns out like. Now, basically it's like the Jacob's ladder, where you make a loop every so often and then you feed the loops through each other to form the top. Pretty good. I enjoyed it. I liked, this one's a little big on me. I liked the way it turned out. The only thing is mine, and I must have done something wrong, is curving. It's slightly, it's not going straight up, it's curving slightly. So yeah, so I did that. Again, free, fun, really easy. The Jacob's ladder just looks complicated, but it really is not. It's such an easy pattern. And she made the tutorial really nicely done. Then, hold on, I'm gonna go get Oscar. Let him in. Okay, so back. Another hat pattern that I found was the Cross Wave Slouch. Who's this by? Get Hooked Up Crochet. The Cross Wave Slouch. It's free on her blog, and most of her patterns you can purchase on Etsy in a PDF form, but I could not find this one. I don't know. I couldn't find the printed version, so I had to cut and paste. But this one was made with Sweet Roll, Premier Sweet Roll in the color Frosty Swirl. And this is what this one looks like. Very similar to, where are the other ones? Hold on a second. Oh, dog number 2, hold on. Come on. It's like having toddlers. Anyway, as I was saying, the actual cabling part looks very similar. She does it differently. She has you treble crochet. So when you treble crochet, it makes a longer stitch. Even though this one, as I said, this one has this cabling has a tendency to pull in on itself. Because she's using a treble, it does not pull in on itself, but it does create these gaps in between the stitches. That could be just me, but I am going to try it again. But it's kind of cute, right? It's good colors. I'm just not that pleased with the separating of the cabling. I think it should be closer together. Something else I need to work on, right? Maybe it is me. Anyway, so I made that one. Okay, and then I made 2 more hats. These 2 are the ones that I've been wearing quite a lot lately. As you all know, or maybe you don't know, I have been on a linen stitch kick. Just love how that works out with, it works really, really well when every row is a different color. So this one was made with Red Heart Unforgettable, and the color is Gossamer, okay? And I made this. This one, obviously, I didn't have to change color because it changed on its own. So this yarn is amazing with the linen stitch. It works up so well. So in this also, I did not did I show you this one before? I can't remember now. But if I did, I'm sorry, I'm showing it to you again because I love it and I wear it all the time. This one, I just went round and round and round and round. I did not attach each, like when I got around, I did not slip stitch to the first stitch. I just went, it's a tube, that's all. But I wear it all the time. I love it, love it. So that's the great thing about using this yarn with this stitch. Gives you a little bit of a different kind of stitch as opposed to single crochet or double crochet, but it and it works really well. That stitch works really well when every row is different, and I didn't have to change the colors. So this is a favorite, and this yarn is luscious. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So I really like this. You guys can't, it looks very primary colorish to you guys, but it's not. It's very deep jewel tones. I'm trying to see if you guys can see, like that's a deep, deep green, but yeah, lighting. So I made that. So this is, I've been wearing this daily. And then lastly, I made a Ross hat. This is a knitted hat. Now, I've been wanting to push myself in the knitting too. I don't knit as much as I should, but I wanted to make a fingering weight hat, and so I went to the Ross hat because it's easy and it's written up well, and I made one. Look at that. And again, it's being blown out. Like, it's much deeper. The colors are much, much deeper. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know. Anyway, it's very fall-like, the colors. And so it is the Ross hat, and I used the instructions for super fine. He goes all the way from super fine to, does he go to bulky? Bulky, number 5 bulky. So one pattern, you make 5 hats with 5 different yarns. Awesome. This is made with Peyton's Croy sock, which is 75% wool and 25% nylon. And the color is clover colors. So that's not what you're seeing. These are clover colors. Anyway, is this not adorable? Now, the reason I made this is because it's tiny, it folds up really nicely, puts in my pocket. This is my snow shoveling hat now, and I love it. And it's made with fingering weight yarn. I love it. I've never made anything with fingering weight yarn, so this is pretty, I'm impressed with myself. I'll just pat myself in the back. It took me a long time though, long time. I would say, you know, here and there, 2 weeks, I'm like, this thing's never gonna get done. But I wanted that, and okay, and the yarn. The yarn is not what you would call buttery soft, but up here we need wool. It's cold, so the wool will help with the coldness, and the nylon will help with the strength of the yarn and durability. And yeah, so it's not, let's just say there's a bit of an itch, especially when I'm shoveling and my head gets sweaty, the itch gets worse. So, but I love it. I love it anyway because it's warm. It's light, but it's warm. So there, those are all of my hats. I'm done. Yes, I'm still making hats. I'm looking for more patterns that I can just expand my knowledge repertoire. I love making hats. Yeah. Anyway, we're almost at 20 minutes, so I'm gonna let you go. I'm not, like I said earlier, I'm not sure if I'll be back in before Christmas. Just got way too much to do. And yes, people are saying, you know, moving is the most stressful time in your life, you know, along with death and divorce. And they're not wrong. I'm stressed. Anyway, I appreciate you all coming back, and if I don't, you know what, I'm gonna try to come back. I'll come back at the new place at least once before Christmas. So anyway, I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and now you can go off and watch all the vlogmuses. They're so awesome. Thank you, and we will talk soon.